RHS Pre-Calculus presents Timmy's Trig Troubles, solving trig equations.
Timmy is a trig student who is having quite a lot of trouble in solving trigonometric equations. So he decides to send an email to his professor, and he talks about how he is having difficulty solving the homework assignment.
Hey Professor, I was having issues on tonight's homework. I didn't understand how to do problem number 13. Could you give me some advice? Thanks, Timmy.
A while after, he receives an email from his professor.
Dear Timmy, I received your message and I've decided to help you. First, let's start with the basics.
In this equation, we will solve for x. First, add 1 to both sides. Then, divide both sides by 2. Sin x equals 1/2 has the solutions x equals pi over 6, and x equals 5 pi over 6. Because this problem asks for all solutions, the answer is x equals pi over 6 plus 2 pi n, and x equals 5 pi over 6 plus 2 pi n, where n is an integer. This completes our first example. Use these skills to solve more complicated problems. Now to answer your question, find theta if range r of a projectile is given by r equals 1 over 32 v sub 0 squared sine 2 theta. First, we know that r equals 300 feet and that v sub 0 is 100 feet per second. Substitute the variables in the equation with these known values so that it becomes 300 equals 1 over 32 times 100 squared times sine 2 theta. Now we isolate the sign by multiplying by 32, which gives us 9600 equals 100 squared times sine 2 theta. 100 squared is equal to 10,000. So now we can further isolate sign. We divide both sides by 10,000. This gives us 96 equals over 100 equals sine 2 theta. 96 over 100 can be reduced to 24 over 25. If we imagine sine 2 theta as 2 theta equals x, then it becomes sine x equals 24 over 25. Now we multiply both sides by sine inverse so we can find the value of x. The sine inverse of 24 over 25 is 73.74 degrees. By looking at the unit circle, we can say that the same value at 180 minus x, which is 106.26 degrees. Now we replace this 2 theta into x. We have 2 theta equals 73.74 degrees. We can solve for theta by dividing both sides by 2. The same goes for 2 theta equals 106.26 degrees. This means that theta equals 53.1 degrees and 36.9 degrees. We should also double check by plugging the theta values back into the equation.
I hope that helped, Timmy. See you on Monday.